Hi there. Thank you for joining me for today's Bible study. It's so good to be together. As we start, I wonder if you've ever left the house in the morning, confident that you're just ready to go for the day, and only later on, as you glance in the mirror or take a hard look at yourself, you realize that maybe you had something stuck in your teeth, or maybe your shirt was buttoned wrong, maybe you were wearing two different shoes, or you forgot to brush your hair. A mirror tends to show us the truth, whether we like it or not. And marriage, Paul says, works a lot like that. It tends to reveal who we really are. Marriage reflects the deeper aspects of who we are. How we treat our spouse reveals what we understand about love, and oftentimes even exposes our own sense of how we love ourselves. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 28 through 30 says this: "In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body just as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body." Paul here is still speaking to husbands, and he's speaking a truth that applies broadly to all of us. You see, love is not just a feeling, it's a caring action. Just like we instinctively care for our own bodies, we eat when we're hungry, we rest when we're tired, so too we're called to care for our spouses with that same kind of intentionality. But there's a twist. Paul is tying all of this back to Christ and the church. He says we are members of Christ's body. And that's why Christ nourishes and cherishes us. And that's why our love for one another, and especially in Christian marriage, should reflect the kind of attentive, sacrificial, whole person kind of care and love. So guys, if your wife were a mirror, what would her experience reflect about the way you care for her? Are you feeding her soul? Are you supporting her joy? Are you honoring her needs as attentively as you do your own? And ladies, this verse isn't just for men. It calls all of us to think, are we giving the same grace and nourishment to others that we instinctively give ourselves? And for all of us as believers, this is a beautiful reminder. Christ doesn't just save us. He actively cares for us, moment by moment. You and I, we are not neglected or forgotten. We're fed, cherished, we're held close because you belong to Christ. You are his bride. So today, reflect the love you've received. Remember, he who loves his wife loves himself. Now, why is that? Because in marriage and in the church, we are mysteriously and wonderfully one. So love well, because you are well loved in Christ. I'll see you next time.